Hi there, beautiful souls watching. Welcome and thank you. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So now it's getting really interesting. The Elohim want to say something about my last video. Another experience another encounter at the Bosnian pyramids. So I'm very curious, hope you are too. Bear with me, I bring them in, or they come through me, better said that way around. We are the Elohim, the breath of God, the form-giving forces in service to the one infinite creator source, in service to all. Thank you, dear souls and dear Gabrielle, to allow us to speak to the video Another Encounter at the Bosnian Pyramids. Before we start our disclosure about this experience, we would like to mention that the thumbnail she used is an original photograph taken by someone else when she was at the Bosnian pyramids with the cell phone, and that person did not even realize that ray of white light coming out from the pyramid's top after she made the photograph. Only later that person realized and showed it to Gabrielle, and Gabrielle asked her to share it with her and give it to her because she wanted to have that photograph. Didn't even know why, but we know. Because all that experience was, in your earthly terms spoken, a set-up, lesson or test. And it is not that the spirit world is testing you or others or her. It was her own higher self and soul that created this experience for her to test out herself, her own grounds, and see how she does. The experience she had in the tunnels under the Bosnian pyramid and that white ray in the photograph can give you an idea that this pyramid is still working in communicating via energy, giving out a ray, harnessing earth energy. And so it also still has, or again has, a working portal. And she matched the frequency and the DNA necessary to cross through that portal. That's why she went there without knowing it. But her soul knew, and her soul wanted that lesson or test. So she was teleported or traveling astrally through the portal to what you would call another time and another place or location, to have this cave experience with 3 nights bowing down seemingly in front of her towards her. So now she could have walked down some of the ego mind's path and think, oh, am I a light apparition, or am I an incarnation of Mary, of whoever, any light being? That's the usual speculation, which is not knowing, that ego does and likes to do in the mind. So it was not about that, and she did not tap into that trap, which we are very lucky about and happy with her. And also, she did not get into the Knight or Templar thing, like an initiation or whatever situation. As she was astrally traveling, she was not just an observer, a watcher, or a witness of a scene. She was there with her whole astral body. That's why she could act and move. That's a very special distinction there. You can stretch out your consciousness and get glimpses of other times, like you call them, but they're all parallel. They're still existing right here and now, only in a different frequency. And if you match the frequency, you can get access to these images, situations, and experiences, and you can observe and watch them. But if you're really astrally traveling, you are there with all that you are. And she was there. And it was another location. And we liked that she did not went down all these speculating ego, mind, head and brain paths, but she stuck with a pure experience and told it like that, although she did not want and did not like to tell it. Because usually she sticks with the things she understood, and she knows that they are true and right. And she does not like to fabulate or construct or, make it into something which the ego likes to be kind of special or whatever. That's always the same old ego trait. It was a lesson and a test about her action there in that situation. She described it in the last video about another encounter at the Bosnian pyramids. Like she felt very uncomfortable that someone was bowing in front of maybe her, maybe something else. She does not like that because deep down in her soul, she has that feeling no one should bow in front of someone else, which we think is right, even God, the one infinite creator source, the love light, however you want to label that, does not want and does not need anyone to bow in front of it. It wants you equal on the same eyes height. So her action was to uplift these knights to the same eyes height. And we are very happy that she did that. So she passed the test, first of trusting us to tell a story she felt uncomfortable with because she did not really understood it yet, but she trusted us to talk about it in a video nevertheless, so that we could give her now the explanation and for you as well, as a little wonderful lesson. So look, which path did you go down? Did you speculate? Some did in the comments. And some got it right. Some even wrote in the comments, I love that you did not want anyone to bow in front of you or whatever. So that's what it was all about. And you can take a wonderful lesson from this experience of her for yourself as a dry run, so to speak, without really getting wet, and learn from it what it's really about, what is really important. It's the way how you intuitively act or would act. Only then, if you put a person without knowing anything, not even knowing that it is a test, into a situation to prove what kind of spirit she or he is, there you get the real thing. That's our view of that, and we wanted to share that to give her kind of a confirmation and a hands up or thumbs up for her action, and to give you something to maybe ponder upon and learn from. So thank you for spending time with us and her, watching and listening. We love you all unconditionally, although we know all your little flaws, and we know her flaws as well. We can see that from our lofty space in the 12th dimension, where we reside as an angelic collective of light and sound, together with others. And we are here to help you on your soul path. And we are very grateful to have the opportunity via her to speak to you and maybe touch your heart and touch your soul and remind you of what it's really about, what is important for you, because we love you and we have your back and we are always with you, dear beautiful souls. Blessings, love and light for you on your soul path. Thank you. Wow, didn't see that coming. Had some ideas, but thank you. That's really a good explanation I can live with, and it helps me further. Hope for you the same. Thanks. Bye.